Hey guys, welcome to my carnivore channel. My name is Matthew. Carnivore's for everybody. If you've been here before, thank you for returning. If you're here for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. I was moved. I was really moved to have a little conversation, like a little fireside chat. That's what I'm about to have right here. I wish this could be two-way. Actually, I guess it could be, but in this way, I think more people are able to view it. We'll be doing some lives, but I want to get to, I got to tell you, there is so much misinformation out there. How do you know what to do to be able to get yourself healthy? If you're over 50, if you're on the four meds, if you're on four medications or over, if you're on one medication, what do you want? Are you a type 2 diabetic? Or do you have high blood pressure? Are you having trouble sleeping at night? Do you have to get up and go to the bathroom 8 times a night like I used to? Do you have aches? Do you have pains? Is your back hurting? Is your shoulder hurting? Do you like my baseball cap I'm wearing backwards? Plus the shades, I gotta tell you, depending on how you dress yourself, it's just depending upon what kind of audience that you're gonna bring in. And I don't know, I swap up all the time. So yes, just having fun with the clothes. I will tell you that I had so many pains. I had pains. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because your pains can go away. You have hope. I want to give you hope. I want to give you hope, and I want to tell you that there is a way. And I'm going to tell you the way, and the way is carnivore. The reason why I say that to you is because, man, my blood pressure, where's my blood pressure cuff? I don't see it. So my blood pressure was like 129/79. Now, if you've been here before, you know this, okay? You know this. Now, I've been on the carnivore diet now for 94 days. My blood pressure is about 105/60, give or take, okay? Basically what that means, if you're not familiar, is that the inflammation in your body has pretty much gone away completely. And that's that bottom number, that's 60. You really don't want it below there, but when it's at 60, and I'm gonna share with you, the temperature in my house, I used to keep it on 65. Now that temperature, it's on 79. Now you're probably thinking right now, oh, I couldn't handle that. I'm telling you something. If you do this carnivore diet, your blood pressure is going to come down and your comfort level is going to go to a place that you've never known. The blood pressure is in direct correlation, and it kind of, when you see that go down, what you're going to see is you're going to see the inflammation going down. When you see the inflammation going down, what's going to happen is you're going to sleep deeper at night. You're going to dream deep. Last night I had nightmares, more nightmares than I've ever had, but it was when I first started to go to sleep. At least that's all I can recall, okay? And it's because the brain is healing itself. The brain is healing itself big time. You got brain fog. You've got the oncoming onsets of dementia. You got anything like that. What you need to do, in my opinion, remember, I'm not a doctor. Go see your doctor. I wouldn't go see any doctor myself, but I'm telling you to go see your doctor. Liability. But if you go and, it's incredible, because when you get that inflammation down, not only the blood pressure goes down. No more need for blood pressure medicine, right? Always follow the doctor. I'm telling you, I've got a friend of mine that was type 2 diabetic. After 4 months, no more type 2 diabetic, not even pre-diabetic. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I myself, I'm doing phenomenally well. I have more energy than I've had in, oh my goodness, decades. When I first started on this journey, I could do 50 push-ups. Now I'm at the top I've gotten is 86, just to let you know. And that, of course, that's the reps, the first rep that I do in the morning, which is always the most because I don't push myself after that. I still do more push-ups, but I only do like 50. I'll let it get to burn a little bit and break down the muscle a little bit, and then I'll just let it recoup. Another thing that I do, and as far as working out goes, because I know some people do want to know that, I do the crunches. I do some massive crunches. I hit those about 3 or 4 times a day. When I'm not doing crunches, like last night I got on my bike, my inside bike, did 10 kilometers on that. Easy peasy. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Okay, there's somebody at work, and I just have to say it. It says easy peasy lemon squeezy. It does not resonate with me, but I don't know. Somebody out there, if you've ever said that, you might want to comment that. That's totally cool. By the way, Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't even recall if I said this or not because I say it on all my videos. But if you are carnivore, if you think about going carnivore, if you know somebody that would benefit from the carnivore diet, please like the video, subscribe, and put the word maybe in the comments. That right there is going to hit that algorithm so other people that might not have ever heard of the carnivore diet can be exposed to it. Also, be sure to check out Dr. Ken Berry. Awesome guy. Always refer to him just because I've watched so many of his videos. I know there's so many other guys out there that are good in what they do and they have tons of information. So yeah. So you're sitting at home and okay, so my exercises. Yeah, that's pretty much, of course I do my weights. I do my weights at least 3 times a day, okay? The reason why is you want to get that blood flow going. You want to get the blood flow, you want to be able to get your body healing itself, you want to get the lean muscle or, your bulk muscle, up and going there. You're going to be eating the protein. The protein is going to be healing you every night and throughout the day. Your major healing time is going to be at night. Last night before I went to bed, now you saw I was probably eating, it was 165 grams of protein that I made for you when I made the steak and the pork loin. Before I went to bed, I made another 60 grams of protein of pork loin. Delicious. And yeah, that could have been the reason. I gotta tell you, flooding your body with that protein. No, I'm not afraid of cholesterol. No, I'm not afraid of saturated fats because that's all a lie, in my opinion. And you're gonna find out that a lot of people are gonna be telling you that same thing. Also, when it comes to fiber, 94 days. If you're having difficulties with your system right now, it's because it's all jacked up because of all the processed foods you put in there, on all the inflammational foods that you put in your body, okay? Once you go to what I consider our species-specific diet, you don't need fiber. Your body thrives on no fiber. Your body thrives on the carnivore diet. Period. It just does. And that's what we're designed for. Surviving foods, our intestines are really, really long just simply because if we can't get to our ideal diet, if we don't have meat available to us, those fruits, nuts, seeds, legumes, vegetables, fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, legumes, those are the things that are going to be able to allow us to survive, not thrive though, not thrive. I'm going to show you something. This is, what? Is this torture? Is that torture? Is that torture? Is it? No, this is heaven. And hopefully what I just did there will probably be my photo for this video. So you start eating a protein diet, how do you start on it? Somebody's out there wondering, how do I start? Just eat freaking meat, man. No, but what do I do? Just eat meat. What? I don't know. I need to know more. Meat. If you want to, you can start off with your hard cheeses. And definitely do your eggs. I definitely enjoy eggs. If you want to, of course, your pork rinds. Your pork rinds with some dips. Also, check out my other videos for other ideas on food that you can make. Is it going to be hard? Gotta tell you, you can prep for a whole week. You can prep for a day. You've been seeing me. I've been prepping for a day. And that's what I do. And that's what I enjoy doing. I'm going to fall off my own stool here. Okay, so, as I was saying, you can prep. And prepping's fine. Prepping, oh my gosh. Back in the day, if you saw me juicing, I juiced for an hour and a half, 2 hours. That was insane. That's when I was the plant-based. Plant-based did that for 10 years. And then I found this. I found the species-specific optimal diet because in my opinion, I was brainwashed. And simply because I thought, whew, that got hot, boy. I'm not used to having something on my head that long. I don't know. Look at that, I'm a gangster. Our species-specific diet, guys. It's I gotta tell you, it's a game changer. By the way, I showed this to you and I didn't tell you what it was. It's just shrimp. I just put up a video. Don't worry if you haven't seen it. Nobody's seen it. I think only 4 people have viewed it so far. Oh man, I put some fresh garlic. Pepper, cayenne. Those red pepper flakes. Oh man. Lard, butter. Yes, sir. Now, the way that you think right now, if you've been brainwashed, It's no different than being brainwashed into thinking that, like, when doctors used to say, oh, smoke, you know, it helps you. It does this, it does that, it gives you peace of mind. They had a million studies that said it wasn't healthy. There are so many studies on sugar. I gotta tell you, I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they filled water with sugar and put a color to it, and everybody wants to drink it so they can get fat. Listen to me now. It is true though. They can get fat, they have inflammation, they get diabetes, oh man, high blood pressure, cancer. And we know what feeds cancer. Dementia. Guys, the fear mongering that they put towards our ideal food. Oh man. Oh, by the way, this tastes like shrimp because I made it spicy. Oh, I used to eat shrimp just like this at the Chinese restaurant. This has no MSG. This has healing for the body. Ooh, boy. I want to refocus here because I came on this video to tell somebody out there something. Somebody's gonna get blessed by this. This is why I did it, okay? Oh yeah, just on a side note, I got some of these cans of tuna. Do not get them in anything but water, in my opinion. So, wow. 54 grams of protein. Okay? I'm eating 5 of these today. We already know it's over 250 grams, right? I'm also going to be eating 2 steaks. That is 100 grams of protein. The other 4 steaks I showed you all earlier, I'm going to put them in the fridge. What I'm doing, I felt so good eating tuna like this. I want to see if the same thing's going to happen today. Matter of fact, I got 10 of them today. I went out and I got that. I'm totally pumped up and I'm totally juiced up about that. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But somebody out there, I know you're listening to me. Somebody out there is like, there's so many people. Think about the people that you know. And they're like, I'm old. I'm 50. You know, I'm 50. But I'm 50. I'm 60 years old. Well, I'm 70. I mean, I don't have much time left. My life expectancy is 72. I'm 74. What do you expect out of me? I shouldn't even be here. Guys, the one thing, I'm telling you, I'm sweating, guys. The one attitude or the one thing that I want you to think about is this. What we look at in our society, I live in the United States, it's totally jacked up. The norm doesn't have to be your norm. The norm that you're being told, in my mind, I feel like it's almost like a brainwashing. It's not. But it's kind of like a cultural type of misinformation. It's like you've almost been pigeonholed. But you're considered to be something at a certain age. I want you to think about the best version of what you can think of yourself as. What kind of body would you like to have? What kind of health would you like to have? What kind of activity level would you like to have? And then tell yourself that you're going to do that and do it. All it has to do with is consistency. It has to do with self-love. Self-love is not a bad thing. Dedicating your time to your health is the best gift that you can give yourself, and it's the best gift that you can give to your loved ones. Do you want to be around when they get older? Do you want to be around to be able to help them, take care of them, be able to love on them? Do you want to be able to go have memories? This weekend, what do you feel like doing? Do you feel like going to climb a rock face? Do you feel like going to hike? Do you feel like going swimming? Do you feel like going to hike to walk 20,000 steps? Do you have that energy? Do you have to Do you want to not to have to like be like, oh, got to check my sugar levels, oh, blah, blah, blah. Or, oh, did I take my meds, or, you follow what I'm thinking here. You follow what I'm saying. Do you want to be at that point in your life where you're like, you know what, I don't need meds. I could go out and camp for 6 months and I don't have to go see a doctor. I feel great. I have tons of energy. I can do anything that I used to be able to do 30 years ago. I want that to sit in for you. Just let it sink into you. Let it soak up. You are the reason why you can get to this level. It takes dedication. Each day, we have got to manipulate ourselves because you are your worst enemy and you are your best friend. And all you need is direction. All you need to know is how to do it. If you're one of those people that all you need to know is how to do it, and all you need to know is that you can do it. There's consistency. You can do it. I'm telling you, this carnivore diet, in my opinion, and if you check out everyone else that I've seen, it's going to get you to another version of yourself. It's going to get you to a 2.0 without you even having to lift a hand. You might be hurting all over. You might have your aches and pains. You might not be able to walk a long distance. You might have swollen feet. You might have pains in your joints. You might have those pains, my friends, that arthritis that you have in different parts of your body when the inflammation goes down. Basically, that's what arthritis is, okay? When it goes down, you're going to be able to physically do more things. But when you're able to physically do more things, do them. Our brains are lazy. They avoid doing anything. And the only way we can get to a 3.0 or whatever you want to consider it is to force yourself to be able to get out there and do that physical exercise on the daily. On the daily, consistently. Eventually, well, you're going to be able to tell the results quickly. You're going to be able to tell the results, especially on carnivore up here. The peace of mind that you get, unheard of. Off the charts. If you're depressed, most people report being no more depressed. If you're intimidated to get in front of people, not so much anymore, if at all. If you start to freak out in public, nah. OCD kind of goes away. Thing is caused by inflammation, brain healing. And when the body starts to feel great and your aches and pains go away, then your brain's going to be like, hey, I can run. You know what I mean? Hey, I can walk for 2 hours. Hey, I can work out a little bit. Hey, I'm working out every day a little bit because you know what? The more I love myself, the more I invest in myself, the more I really appreciate myself for loving myself. It's not a selfish act. Love is not a selfish act. Selfish love is not a selfish act. Self-love is saying, I love myself so much. Or it can be thought of like this. I love other people in my life so much that I want to be the best version of myself. Now, some of you out there can do it for yourself. Some of you are so brainwashed into thinking that it's going to be a selfish thing or it's going to be self-centered. Think about it like this. I want to stay healthy for yada yada. It could be little Joey or Beth or my nieces or whoever. Or maybe you just want to be in great shape because you want to be an example to the other people in your family saying, you know what? Mind you, you can talk all you want to, but until you actually do it, it means zero to them. Zero. So when you are actually living the lifestyle, what they do by that is they reach into it and they go, you know what? I want to be like, I'm just going to make up names, okay? Uncle Larry. We'll say Uncle Larry, okay? I want to be like Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry, oh my gosh, he's 80 years old. Now, listen to me. You can choose to be Uncle Larry, guys. I want to be like Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry still rides his bike. Uncle Larry always has a smile on his face. Uncle Larry always, he's smiling. Uncle Larry's not on any medications. Uncle Larry, he goes and he walks 3 to 5 miles a day. Uncle Larry can still go play tennis, and he goes and plays pool, and he goes and he golfs, and he's living a very active life. He wasn't dead 8 years ago when the average lifespan was 72. Who's dead 8 years prior to Uncle Larry? We'll call it, I don't want to give a real name in here, so we'll call Uncle Eminem. I don't think anybody's name is Eminem, but I'm sure they are, but I don't know. If it is, my apologies to you. But Uncle Eminem, what did he do? He sat around, and you're going to be Uncle Eminem, or you're going to be Uncle Larry. Think about it. Uncle Eminem sat around and he was like, I'm old. I'm too afraid to make any changes. If I do, I could even die quicker. I heard about this carnivore thing, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm still thinking about it. It's a year later, and I'm still thinking about it. Now, Uncle Eminem, let's say Uncle Eminem and Uncle Larry found out about this at the same time, about the carnivore. So 90 days afterwards, Uncle Larry has no more inflammation. He's no longer on his type 2 diabetes medicine. Uncle Larry doesn't have high blood pressure anymore. Uncle Larry's able to sleep late at night. Uncle Larry doesn't have those aches and the pains, and now he can twist around and lay in bed and be comfortable. Uncle Larry, because his doctor said, it's off of all of his medications. Uncle Larry was building muscle like a mug. Lean muscle, getting stronger. Boom, Uncle Larry. Hopefully I can be considered like an Uncle Larry. Who knows? But Uncle Larry, riding his bike. Nobody else in the small town rides their bike. Boy, he and his wife are riding their bike. Wow. And they're so kind. Oh, I like Uncle Larry. You know what? As a little kid, what are you going to look at? You going to look at Uncle Larry that's smiling? Or are you going to look at Uncle Eminem that's frowning on the couch going, man, I'm old, oh, crap, and all he's doing is complaining. And he's like, I'm just throwing out a name. Beatrice, get my meds. I need my meds. I'm not saying everybody sounds like that, but what I'm saying to you is this. You're either going to choose to be an Uncle Larry, or you're going to choose to be an Uncle Eminem. And my shrimp. I want you to choose to be an Uncle Larry. Why not? You got one life, friend. You got one life. You got one health life. Your body cannot be replaced. You can't go out and buy it like a new car. No, sir. You need to start respecting it. And I say that with love. And once you start doing it, you jump in 2 feet. I know you can do this. You can do this. You got to get into your mind that you can do this. 30 days in, stick your feet 30 days, change your life. First 2 weeks, it's going to be a little bit disturbing for your system. It's going to get aligned. After those first 2 weeks, man, life-changing. I'm on day 94. I'm never stopping this. I might go over to the Lion Diet just because it's a little bit less that you can eat. So kind of like just steak, water, tea. Basically, that's all I drink anyway. But I drink my coffee though, right? Being Uncle Larry. I don't know where I came up with that, but obviously I'll probably be referring back to this Uncle Larry and Uncle Eminem in the future. I think it's good visuals. I had to draw a picture of Uncle Larry and Uncle Eminem because you have your choice. You have a choice. And the information that you've had, you've got to completely unlearn and relearn. You got to understand dietary cholesterol. It's not even a thing. Your body makes the cholesterol that you need. Do the studies, look at the studies, look at the ones that are messed up, okay? Look at the studies on fiber. 100% lie. Why am I completely regular after 94 days if it's not a lie? I've been eating pure saturated fat. Not pure, but I've been eating fat. If you take a look and see what I've been eating, I have not gained a pound, okay? I feel great. Oh, your arteries are going to clot. No, sir. Your arteries clot because you've been eating processed food. The cholesterol goes in there to heal it. Stop eating the cholesterol food, and the cholesterol doesn't have to go into that artery to try to heal it. It just goes in and it just heals the body. It's not having to clot up, trying to save your life because you're because you're eating all this processed food with the 10,000 chemicals that your body can't even recognize. Eat food that your body can recognize so you can be healthy for the rest of your life. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. I want to thank y'all so much. For some reason, something in what I said was something that somebody had to hear. It could be something that was triggered from the past that you've heard. It could have been something that you learned for the first time. It could have been a seed that was planted that was supposed to be there for a long time. I don't know. I do want to tell you this. Whenever I have a feeling that I need to come on and do something that's such completely ad lib, it's because my gut tells me that somebody is going to clue in and they're going to need to hear it. And they're going to remember, do you want to be an Uncle Larry or do you want to be an Uncle Eminem? As odd a name as Eminem is, maybe it's good that I use that name. I want you to think about this. This is the rest of your life. This is life-changing. You can change your life. You can change your life. Your life can change today. 94 days ago, one of my best friends, Mike, and you saw his interviews. He and I even, well, we need to grill very soon. Love to do it this weekend if I can. But Mike told me about this. I'd been plant-based. I had the aha moment. I'm going to tell you something. And my aha moment was, holy goodness. Look how much you've healed. And that was the second time I heard it. Because the first time I heard it, it planted a seed. And I was like, I was stuck into my plant-based. Second time I heard it, I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is my thought. I could be missing out on my species-specific optimal diet. It's still an elimination diet. And maybe, just maybe, I'm only on the best surviving diet, not the optimal diet. I said to myself, if I throw myself in for 30 days, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? I was scared. I was so scared of meat and cholesterol and fat. But it ended up that once I did it, my pains went away, my blood pressure went down, tons of energy. I'm at a level that I never thought I'd be at. I feel 20 years younger. 20 years younger. Maybe 30 actually. I would say maybe 30. Yeah. Because mentally, I feel so good. So physically, maybe 20, maybe 30. I have no aches, no pains. I have peace of mind that I haven't had in a long time. Peace of mind, my friends. We're talking about a diet giving you peace of mind, not just some temporary fix on your weight. We're talking about peace of mind. For the peace of mind factor alone, you just don't understand until you do this. I have no idea why I'm continuing to talk, except you know I'm unscripted, boy. Whoo, you know I'm unscripted. All I do is kick the truths out there. If you heard other videos, you know I'm probably repeating some stuff that I've done before. I don't know. But I will tell you this also, is that this tuna, $10 for 5 of these guys. How many grams did we say this was? How many grams? Oh my gosh, I think I said like 250, right? So, well, I mean 18 times 3, 54 times 5. Holy crap, 250 grams of protein for 10 bucks. Come on, how hard is it? I don't know how to start on the carnivore. Oh, but you do now. And now if you just continue to kick dirt, it's because you decide to kick dirt. But you don't have to kick dirt. Matter of fact, decide today is day 1. Or decide tomorrow is day 1. Actually, what really needs to happen is that this freaking moment should be day 1. Moment 1, day 1. You want to make a change? There's no time like the present. There's no reason to put it off. There is no birthday cake there's no magical birthday cake. They all taste like the same ones you've been eating for the past however many years. 30, 40, 50, 60 years. If you're in your 20s and you're on a bunch of meds, look into this. If you're not near your ideal weight, if you have aches and pains, if you want to be in a better mental state, I'm telling you guys, it is that serious. Y'all have a beautiful day. I'm gonna say peace out. I better say peace out because I gotta work overtime. I'm gonna get this video before I go in. Y'all be good.